We're now at a place called Gold Lake. It's about maybe 5 miles from the Keys-Rolick Lake where we were last couple days ago or so. This is about 100 feet higher at 1,650 feet elevation. It's a pretty good sized lake. It's just really beautiful. We're at the top of what they call the Tikchaks, and so top I mean north. The lakes get bigger as we go down, and you go to the east a little bit, you get some Chickumunak and some of the other lakes that are more famous, of course, but this is a really nice lake. We'll find out if there's any fish or anything. The difference between this lake and the Keys-Rolick Lake, I'm finding I really enjoyed the Keys-Rolick Lake for a couple of reasons. One, you can walk it way easier. This we're kind of boxed in with these trees here, and Mr. Bear would love to be hiding there, and so I'm a little nervous about just going gallivanting through the trees here. The ground is it's way different. This is this pebble grass, pebble a bit really soft beach. You can see the tent over there and everything. It just all set up to go. I had my hot dogs, of course, tonight. The Nathan hot dog was outstanding. You know, when you're a hot dog aficionado, you got to have a good hot dog. So anyway, I had good hot dogs tonight. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. You know, I haven't seen any four-legged creatures, so but that's not to say they're not here. I'm sure they are. But from what I've been told, they don't really bug you or much because they're looking for food elsewhere because the fish aren't here yet and stuff. But anyway, it's really, really pretty night tonight. The sun, well, that was the other thing I was going to mention. So if you can see back here, the sun went down a bit ago. Even though it wasn't sunset, these big tall mountains here make sunset come a little bit early. That's one of the other things I like about Keys-Rolick Lake. It's in a valley that is east-west, and so the sunset happens way later, and then it just the whole valley kind of glows, and that's a really fun thing. I guess we're rolling. So we didn't get attacked by bears last night. It's a little chilly, not bad. I just got my hat on because I was a little, wake up in the morning cold. But one thing about these mountain lakes is that sometimes you get up and it's dead. What you'd call dead calm. There's just no wind at all. And so let me move you over here and take a look at the scene this morning. Almost a perfect reflection of the mountain on the water this morning. Same thing the other day in Keys-Rolick Lake was very, very nice. But this perfect mountain reflection into the lake, I just never get tired of watching. It's just truly really nice. About 55 or 6, probably 55 degrees. I didn't get cold last night. I had a tent. The tent is outstanding. This little MSR Elixir 3 is really, really nice. You have a vestibule on each side so you can keep your stuff outside, and then inside there's plenty of space. We'll talk about that some other time. But I had a Coleman sleeping bag that I've been using, and my wife and I have two of them, and they just don't quite deal with the night. So a friend of mine had one of the military Arctic things, and I tried that last night and didn't get cold at all. And so it was really, I woke up this morning without getting cold. So sleeping gear is key when you're camping out here, obviously. But it's like anything, though. It's all a process of coming up with gear that you like and you're comfortable with, and that you can deal with in your pack and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Anyway, we're going to have some breakfast, and then we'll go for a little hike here, and I'll take you along with us. It should be a really good day. Coffee and oatmeal for breakfast. Yeah, this lake is a little bit more challenging to go hiking on. I didn't stop down there, but down here I climbed up a little embankment here, and it's kind of like Bear Superhighway, and I don't know how long ago, probably, and it didn't look like very big tracks, but I really don't, not interested in bears. But anyway, I'm standing up on a little knoll here, and the problem is there's so much vegetation. If there was an animal in here, you wouldn't be able to see him. And I don't. I like being able to be on open ground, so that's a little challenging. Up behind me here is a peak that I think I'm gonna walk up to this knoll up here, and then kind of survey the situation and see what we're gonna do there. Okay, so I'm taking a little break here. Not much of a break. I just wanted to give you a lay of the land. We're up about 200 feet from the where we're camped, which is down right over here. And I say we're because I'm taking you along with me. It should be fun. I'm doing this solo right now. Some of the flowers here, that the berries, let me just run over here real quick and let you see. It just, let me make sure I'm not, there we go. Get some. So these flowers here are just so unbelievable, and there's going to be so many, and up here we end up with these different colors of them. So, and this really is not. Oh, there's white ones too. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we have the white ones here. If you can pick those up. And normally down lower they're red, but here they're also pink, and they're just everywhere. And those are blackberries, what we call blackberries here, and it's just going to be outrageous. This is not even much at all compared to some of the places I've seen, and this goes all the way up there. And then, oh, you can see them up there on the side there too. I really have a hard time describing how really beautiful they are. But you can really see there, just beautiful. And so let's go up a little bit further. The idea here is to get up to this rock right here. And then we should be able to see into that bowl area that we really can't see. You can't fly into there. It's too tight to get a turnaround. So I'm interested to see what's in there, if anything. But who knows? I mean, it might be a little beautiful little Shangri-La thing that we'll see. So let's go up there and check it out. It looks like this boulder just rolled down and broke apart. It's the biggest thing you ever saw. And it all matches together like it was one thing that just landed here and blew up. Unbelievable. Let's go inside. Here we are a little closer, and it's a pretty big deal here. Let's put it into some scale for you. Got my hat on. It's a little windy and a little chillier up on top, but yeah, I mean, look at this is a pretty big gizmo, a pretty big rock, and you can see where it's a really neat shape. How it's curled at the top. It looks like it just came down here and just broke in half right there. You can see, I mean, they match that whole thing there. So it just rolled down here and broke, and it's smooth at the one side here, which is interesting. Down here, it's just really, really smooth. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, what a big rock. Wow, just a very dramatic piece of geology here at Gold Lake. Very interesting, and we're about 500 feet above the lake, maybe not quite. But I wanted to stop by here and take a look at this because it's very unique. Let's see if we can look at the other side. See, oh yeah, see this side all broke apart of that all big rolling thing. It probably just rolled down here. Who knows? I don't know much about geology, but if you do, go ahead and put it in the comments. But it's this is a pretty neat formation here that we're getting to experience. No, I'm not going to go in here and do anything crazy, but let's see if anyone else has been in here. Hello! Well, there's no bear in here. But it is a really neat cave down there. And obviously something's been in here over time. You know, this thing has probably been in here a very, very, well, who knows? I mean, look at the moss on it and the lichen. I mean, the lichen is on it. Be interesting to start learning about this through the travels. And then, you know, you got a keyhole to the lake. Isn't that interesting? Very, very neat. Here on a nice summer day in 2017. Wow. Yeah. Let's go around the other side here and see what we find. Yeah, look at this. It's just it's all smooth on the one side, and then it's broken in other parts. Mr. Bear, are you out there? I always want to make sure Mr. Bear has not got a surprise for me somewhere. And it doesn't appear that he does. Huh. Yeah. Wow. What a very dramatic looking piece of geology. I've said that before, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to take some pictures, and here we are in this just gorgeous hike we're having today. And I'm glad you could join me. At least I have someone to share it with, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Maybe a little long, but you know people have a 2-minute interest span, and just give me a little leeway because it's not often you get up here. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit. I just noticed that this is cracked in the same way here. So this massive rock, I'm going to set it up here so you can get a scale of how big this is. But it's a massive thing that just must have rolled down or just who knows what happened, right? But see if I can set this somewhere where it won't fall off. Here, hopefully that won't fall off. Okay, and so I'm gonna go stand right here, so you can see it's pretty massive, and really cool. It just must have just came down here and just fallen apart somehow. Maybe it broke off of the top up there and just rolled down. That's probably what happened. Just the interesting part is how smooth it is on the one side. Down here, there's this really smooth area. But wow, we're gonna have to come up with a name for this rock. Wow, this is kind of a cool rock. With the cliff right there, straight down. So wow, this is what a beautiful spot, and you can't see it because we're too far away for the zoom to really do it. But right there is a waterfall coming out of that mountain there, so it's just gorgeous. So I guess we're gonna have to go down and over one more before we can see into that valley. I'll bet you there's a lake in there, but you can see on the side of the hill there all of those. It's just pink and beautiful. But let me tell you, my little adventure here just a minute ago, and I guess I really didn't know this until just now. So willow ptarmigan of course, it's the state bird of Alaska, and so I was coming up through this one little valley, and I was looking at flowers and stuff, and this ptarmigan have a kind of a odd thing that their sound, and this ptarmigan, a little bit of white in them still, flew off, and then I could see another one, and then the whole tundra next to me just started moving, and there was all these baby ptarmigan just right all around me, and it was just really something else. It's hard to describe, but they weren't happy with me, of course. And I figured I wasn't going to bother them. I could have gone and tried to get some ptarmigan pictures, but the poor mom and dad had enough on their minds. So what a fun deal, though. There must have been about 6 or 8 of the little whatever you call them, chicks. We'll call them chicks, and they all went up into the willows there, or the woods. And the mama-san was there, dealing with them, and but it was really a cool experience. So yeah, we're going to next stop is going to be right in here, and that looks like really nice ground. Everything here is deceiving, you see this three-dimensionally, and you think that behind it it's just going up. Well, you can see now I'm at the rock. And down we've got to go into a valley and up, and it looks like there might be another valley and up, and so it's not actually what you see, right off the bat. All right, here we are at phase 1. Look at these rocks; they look just like they rolled down the hill here. And then there's this really interesting rock over here, all by itself, that has a notch in it. That's pretty cool. Let's get down here a little bit. Wrong way. And you can see it's a big boulder there. You can't really see this from down there, but again, those flowers are everywhere, just coating the mountain. And then behind us here is Gold Lake. So we're at about 18 or 1900 feet. We're going to go that way. It looks like there's one more valley before we can get up onto the ridge there. Well, we're a little further. I wanted to at least stop here and take a minute because it's been really beautiful, and this outcropping of rocks you can see right here is pretty impressive just by itself, even if we were to turn back now, which I don't think I will. But and then this rock with the notch in it, you can see it's actually 2 big rocks. This is really a fun hike. There's a lot of, it's a little challenging. There's rocks and stuff, but it's really fun. The different type of terrain here with the rocks really makes it different. And then the flowers in there and all that stuff just makes it really beautiful. So now it looks like I found a spot where I can slowly traverse and get up in that area there. So that's where we're going to go right now. But I thought I'd take a break and or take just a breather and look at these rocks here, because Bethel, we don't normally see rocks, and these mountains and the rocks are just really fun. Okay. All right, I just couldn't let this pass without kind of trying to give you an idea of these flowers. I'm sitting in a patch as far as you can see, and there's the mountain up there, but there it's just all flowers. Okay, there's actually a caribou trail right here. That's the only tracks I've seen, and on caribou, they look like they like to really walk on the side of the hill here. But let's see what we see when we come around this corner. Oh my. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. This is really what I was looking for. Oh my. I feel like Heidi. Remember the old Heidi with Shirley Temple? Yeah, oh goodness. Oh my. This is really outstanding. You just, whoo! I'm pretty energized. I mean, God's beauty is just unbelievable, and here's a perfect example of it. We're going to come around this corner, and there's the little Shangri-La Valley that I was telling you about that really is only accessible by foot. Oh my, there's a little river down there. Yeah. This is unbelievable. I'm not going to go too much further than this, though I'd like to, but it's just I don't, there's really no reason to. Wow. Well, there you go. I mean, I'll just let you take that in. And those peaks up there. Okay, well, this is going to be it for me on this hike. I think this is far enough. This is really what I wanted to see, was this just dynamic example of Alaska beauty, Alaska of God's beauty. It really, I'm working on a project called God's Hand Media, and everything that you do, that we do, has His mark on it, and so just look for that in your life and find these opportunities. That's what I'm going to do this summer, is just look for opportunities like this that are they're not describable until you get there, and then you try and struggle with words to do that, and so do that. And with that, I'm going to take a break and take a bunch of pictures, of course, and when I get back, we'll post them for you so that you can enjoy them as well. Have a great day, and remember, put God in your day every day.